Hey Box Stars, it's Laura Barati and I am the Program and Training Manager for the Box program. I'm super excited today to announce this new video series called Live with Laura. This video series is highlighting certain topics of the Box program that might be helpful in running it in your school. The inspiration of these videos came from you, the Box trainers, from feedback that we've received from trainings, surveys, as well as questions that came in from info@boxkids.org. These videos are meant to be informative, a little bit of fun, and maybe even actually help you run your Box program in your school. If you have any feedback regarding these videos, please let us know at info@boxkids.org. We'd love to hear it. See you there! Today we are at Johnson Elementary School. We are going to see how this school utilizes their small multi-purpose space to run their Box program. So as you can see here, they all start off as a group, doing the same warm-up all together. But eventually you're going to notice that the kids break off into groups, and some will go out into the hallway and do some activities while the others stay in the gym. This helps them split up the kids, give the other kids a little bit more space in the room, but everybody's still moving. Notice the kids going against the wall. Those were the kids that will be going out into the hallway and do their exercises while the other kids stay in the gym and do their exercises. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a child that came in a little bit late, and he just went right in, started the exercises with the kids that were there. They didn't even skip a beat. Here we are in the hallway. This is when the kids are all lined up and they're getting ready to do their running activities down the hall. This is where the fun starts.
We're going to stop and do some other stuff too, so please keep your head in the game. Okay, you ready? And quiet jumping jacks, go. You can spread out a little.
Not only are they doing running down the halls, but they're utilizing the stairs, they're doing jumping jacks, as well as finding a wall and doing some wall sits. Totally being flexible to their environment.
Look, I could sit right on you. You're like a chair. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, find a spot on the bench. Find a spot on the bench. No, please. You're going to do push-ups. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You got them? Step back and put your, and then bend your elbows. Nice.
What kid wouldn't like to do karaoke down the halls?
Finish. Under. Andrew, you know karaoke. Andrew. Yeah. Okay, we have some karaoke skills to work. There you go.
None of this would be possible if they didn't have permission from the principal and school staff to be able to do that. So keep that in mind before you have your kids start running down the halls. You definitely want to talk to your principal first.
We'll have karaoke lessons later. Back to the gym.
As you can see, the kids are making their way back to the gym. But what you're going to see here is that the gym gets transformed into a breakfast area. So not only are the Box kids in there doing box, but the breakfast kids are in there eating breakfast. So to summarize, you don't need a whole lot of room to run your box program in your school. You just need to be a little bit creative, a little bit flexible, and of course have your principal's permission in order to do some of these super fun activities that this particular school did today in terms of running down the hallway. Maybe you can utilize a classroom. It's just their way of splitting up the kids and making box happen in their school. Hey, we're at Johnson Elementary with these rock star trainers, Robin and Liz. How long have you guys been with this program, Box?
7 years. Since it
7
started.
years. As you can see, they did some amazing things in there, which we'll talk about in a second, but I just want to get their opinion on. Obviously, you've had some challenges in there with some small space and some kind of craziness going on with the cafeteria. What have you guys done to kind of like, what has been that challenge for you, and then how did you actually overcome it?
Well, we can take up to 40 to 50 kids, so it's not a large gym to begin with, but so we'll take turns splitting them up, taking them out the hallways, taking some outside sometimes while we're doing an activity inside. Our biggest challenge is breakfast. It comes in,
Breakfast rolls in.
Takes up a quarter of our gym.
One of our strategies was, instead of doing the tips and the chatty part, is to do that at the end instead of in the beginning, because we like to use our maximum saves.
Yeah, so you were doing the nutrition part in the beginning.
This morning we did it in the beginning,
quieter.
but sometimes we flip it around and use the whole gym before breakfast sets up and do our tips at the end and kind of flip-flop it.
So basically, you're super flexible.
You have to be. Yeah.
And it appears that you take your small space that you have and utilize it to the best of your ability, like in terms of the hallways, and you've got benches and you're doing stuff on that.
Yeah, and the staff has been great. They let us run in the hallways. The principal, we obviously played it with the principal, but
Pretty sure the principal wouldn't like it if
We told the kids that's a privilege because normally they can't.
Yeah.
But we'll use the stairs for like step-ups and
the benches in the hallway for push-ups, and
sometimes we get to go in classrooms and use their chairs for like dips or step-ups on the stair or on the chairs.
the library. That's a good space too, like because there's nobody in there in the morning. The lights might not be on.
And do the kids ever have like issues of like then running in the halls during classes where they get, the teachers get upset?
Pretty strict about that. That's one of the privileges of being in box.
So it's a
run in the hallways. It's a box thing.
stated
It's a
right
box
up
thing.
front that
Yes,
it's a
it's a box
privilege
thing.
to be able
It's
to
a
run.
box thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which they think is super cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
No touching things in the hallways, nothing on the walls, and you gotta be quiet. So they compete
We're
with
working
each
on
other.
quiet.
I know. They try to compete with each other, like who's the quietest in the hallway, even going up the stairs, because sometimes they sound like elephants. So it's a little competition between the grades. So I'll be like, wow, that grade rocked it. They were really quiet. So
It's helpful
it's
too.
fun.
One of our hallways is carpeted and the other one isn't, so that kind of
That
helps
helps
us
too.
too. Yeah.
Perfect.
But when breakfast comes in, we just shift everything down, make it a little smaller.
Love that. So if you guys could give some advice to some of our box trainers out there on kind of how to utilize small spaces, what would you give to them?
I'd say splitting them up, either by grade, or you could take the girls out or the boys out, or like splitting your relay lines like we did today, instead of everyone at one end, because it kind of shortens the gym a little bit. And just pull in different grades or different boys or girls out. at
And I
different
think just
times.
to kind of scoping out your space, and like Robin said, like we might use stairs for up-down kind of things, and just being creative, kind of thing, finding an empty wall for wall sits, or and now I think where we've been doing it so long, we know the building and kind of have established a relationship with the staff that
You can still do
where
a
is
lot of
okay
things.
and where is not okay.
Yeah, so you definitely have that relationship you've built over the years with the school,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is important, I think.
Really
Definitely.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anytime you can really, talk with your PE teacher, talk with the principal, just making sure that everything's good and be cohesive, it just builds that bigger community.
It just makes it easier
Yeah,
for
it just builds
everybody.
that community.
Even the
Keeps everybody
teachers,
happy.
like touching base with them, like, sometimes they have conferences going on and we are aware of that. So
That's a no running in the hallway week.
that's like you might do lunges down the hallway instead
Yeah.
of running down the hallway.
Right. Well, thank you guys for having us come. I would really like to do a Box Rocks cheer with you guys. So let's,
Are we going soft to loud?
yeah, let's do
We're
soft-
outside.
We're outside. Yeah,
Yes,
ready?
Ready?
Box Rocks, Box Rocks, Box